I decided to add a table. And with this table, I also decided to add some heart-shaped balloons. Trying my best for some festivities. Picked up a few bags from the dollar store just because I wasn't sure with how many I needed, and then I blew them up. Well, that's suggestive. When trying to give the appearance of floating balloons, I basically just blow them up with the air in my lungs, as normally people would, and then I hang them with fishing line, because fishing line does not appear on camera almost at all, or if it does, it's very, very faint. So using different lengths creates a different height for each of the balloons. And then usually, if they are needing to be placed a certain way, I tend to put them either side by side and connect them like that because they keep each other in place. Or I go as far as to take some fishing line and connect it from the wall behind it with some tape to the back of the balloon. That way it stays in place. I did end up taking these off, but just as a little heads up, they do sell these at the dollar store, I think all year round, and they only cost like $1.25 or like $2. And what they are hanging flowers. And how they hang are with wires that actually end up lighting up if you do put some batteries in it. I like the way this looked, but honestly in pictures and videos it doesn't look as great as it does just in person, so I ended up taking it down for the actual like photo shoot slash video shoot that I did. But it is an option, and it's a pretty cheap option at that. I did mess around with it quite a bit. I put just some tape on one of the flowers, and that's how I put it, so it looked like it was just kind of free hanging there. As for the makeup, let's get our lovely asses started. I'm actually using a headband again that I got from the dollar store because it's festive. As my base, I'm coming in with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. And then going over top of that, almost to in my crease as my transition shade, as Sand Dollar from Makeup Geek. For my crease shade, I'm using Barbie Girl from Morphe. On my actual mobile lid, I'm coming in with Hop On from ColourPop and blending that out. Adding some kind of glitter over top of that, I'm going to be coming in with two products. The first one being a NYX Lid Lingerie Eye Tint in the color Whimsy, followed up with Once and Floral from ColourPop Cosmetics. I would have put just the Once and Floral, but it's a jelly matte shadow, which means that it's more water-based, and it is incredibly crumbly if you don't use it for like 4 to 5 months at a time. You can correct this, but honestly I just need it for the pigment. Then taking everything down below my waterline to really just bring the look together. To add a little inner corner highlight, I'm coming in with both Flying High and More is More, which is basically my key combination of a blush and a highlighter. Both of these are going to be dual chromatic, which I like. And to make it even more intense, I'm adding Beam Me Up from ColourPop over top. They're a little dried out at this point, but I'm using the ColourPop colored mascaras on my top and bottom lashes. This is Pink Ink on my top lashes, followed up with Purple Prose on my bottom ones. And now lips. It has been so dry recently that my lips are just like not having it. So first of all, I'm going to be coming in with a lip scrub. I thought it was appropriate. Next up, these babies right here. Voiceover Sarah here because past Sarah didn't give any instruction, none at all. So these are actually toothpicks that I got from a drugstore. You can probably just make these honestly from just like glitter paper and toothpicks or kebab kind of sticks, but I'm breaking them apart and I'm going to be using both parts just in a different kind of way. This is going to be more of a show not tell because it gets kind of confusing, but basically I'm going to be cutting up these gift bags because I like the design that was on the gift bags. I like how it was like a little bit of a shift. I think by now we know that I like duochromatic stuff, and these are kind of just reflective, which are essentially the real life version of a makeup's duochromatic. But I'm cutting them into little circles and I'm putting them on the backside, I guess, of each of these arrowheads. I'm also going to be coming back in with the hearts to put on my face, and then these are going to be going into my hair, or rather my wig. But basically what I'm doing is skewing them through and then putting hot glue just to be able to keep it secured, almost like an anchor. The ones I'm going to be putting on my face, which are the heart one that is a little bit different, I'm going to be taking one of the hearts and I'm going to be hot gluing that back to its skewer. Anyways, taking another heart and hot gluing that to itself, cutting that one in half, and then hot gluing that to the first one that we did together. This is going to make an arrow appearance while still simultaneously having it as a heart. And then doing the exact same steps as before. Adding it to my face, I am using liquid latex, but obviously you can use an adhesive of your choice. With any skin-safe adhesive, you definitely do want to adhere it to itself, so if you can put some onto your designated area and then onto your prop, it's going to stick a lot better than just putting it onto the designated area or the prop. So and or, but mostly and. As I mentioned, half of them were for my face, but the other half were for my hair, which I'm not going to use an adhesive to put it into my hair because I do want to reuse this wig. I didn't specifically buy it for this look. So this is how I did it with the little pins. This one's specifically from ColourPop, which is very, very punny. Pin there, done that. But that is it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys!